Everyone laughed when a millionaire married a fat woman years later. Everyone regrets it. Everyone laughed when a millionaire married a fat woman years later. Everyone regrets it. Louisa has always been a different girl. Ever since she was little, she was the target of cruelty from her schoolmates. Her weight was a constant source of jokes and mean comments. Growing up being called whale and fat deeply affected her self-esteem, making her feel inferior and inadequate. She tried everything to fit in, but nothing seemed enough to win the acceptance of others. At school, Louisa faced a hostile environment. Her classmates laughed at her, pulled her hair and threw paper balls at her. She had become an expert at holding back tears and pretending that words didn't hurt. Inside, however, she felt small and helpless. Every day, her anxiety and fear of going to school grew. Her only escape was the world of books and online games. In books, she found comfort and the certainty that there were happy endings. In games, she was a fearless warrior, able to face any challenge without anyone knowing what she was really like. It was in one of these games that she met Leonardo. Leonardo was a charismatic and determined young man. He had grown up in a modest family and had always believed that hard work was the key to success. From an early age, he discovered his passion for technology and online games. Before long, he stood out in the gamer community, creating winning strategies and becoming a respected name in the gaming world. Louisa and Leonardo met in one of the epic battles of a popular game. Louisa's avatar, a strong and fearless warrior, caught Leonardo's eye. They started chatting about game strategies, and soon their virtual friendship turned into something deeper. Louisa felt safe with Leonardo. He treated her with respect and affection, something she had never experienced before. Leonardo, for his part, was charmed by Louisa's intelligence and kindness. He didn't care what she looked like. What really mattered to him was the heart and brilliant mind behind the avatar. Their conversations became more frequent and personal. Louisa shared her insecurities and the bullying she had suffered. Leonardo, for his part, talked about his ambitions and challenges. After months of virtual conversations, Leonardo suggested they meet in person. Louisa was nervous, fearing that Leonardo would reject her when he saw her. However, Leonardo reassured her that appearance didn't matter to him. He really wanted to get to know her. The meeting took place in a quiet cafe in the city. Louisa arrived early and chose a table in the corner. Her hands were sweating and her heart was racing. When Leonardo entered, he recognized her immediately. With a warm smile, he walked over to the table and greeted her with a warm hug. "You're even more incredible in person," said Leonardo, looking into Louisa's eyes. She smiled, feeling accepted like never before. The conversation flowed naturally, as if they had known each other for years. Leonardo was funny, kind, and attentive. Louisa felt safe and valued, and in that moment, all her insecurities seemed to disappear. The relationship between Louisa and Leonardo blossomed quickly. They became inseparable, sharing dreams, fears, and hopes. Leonardo admired Louisa's strength and how she managed to remain resilient despite adversity. He always encouraged her to follow her dreams and not let criticism define her. Louisa, for her part, found a safe haven in Leonardo. He was her best friend, confidant, and companion. Together, they explored new hobbies and enjoyed simple activities, such as walks in the park and game nights. The mutual support they shared became the solid foundation of their relationship. Despite all the love they shared, not everyone around them was so understanding. When Leonardo announced his relationship with Louisa to friends and family, the reaction was mixed. Many questioned why he was with someone outside the norm. But Leonardo, determined, firmly defended Louisa. "I love her for who she is," Leonardo said repeatedly. "She's the most incredible person I've ever met." Despite the criticism, Leonardo decided to follow his heart. On a sunny spring day, he took Louisa to the place where they had first met. That quiet cafe now seemed even more special. With a nervous smile, Leonardo knelt down and took Louisa's hand. "Louisa, you've brought light into my life in a way I never imagined. I want to spend the rest of my days by your side, loving and supporting you. Will you marry me?" Louisa, with tears in her eyes, answered a resounding yes as the cafe erupted in applause. That moment marked the beginning of a new journey for them, a journey of love, challenges, and overcoming. Luisa and Leonardo's wedding was an intimate celebration full of love. However, the lack of support from some family and friends was palpable. Many didn't show up, and the comments on social media were cruel. Luisa and Leonardo faced everything together, strengthening their bond even more. Luisa, inspired by Leonardo's unconditional love, began to share her story of acceptance and resilience on social media. Her story touched the hearts of many, and she quickly gained a legion of followers who identified with her journey. With each message of support, Luisa felt more confident and motivated to continue fighting against stigma and prejudice. Leonardo, who had become a millionaire through online gaming, used his influence and resources to promote Luisa's message of acceptance and self-love. Together, they began giving talks and workshops, inspiring people around the world to accept themselves and value what really matters: the heart. With Luisa's support, Leonardo expanded his financial empire. She brought new ideas and strategies, helping the company to grow even further. Luisa proved to be a partner not only in love, but also in business. Her intelligence and insight were unquestionable. With each new project, the partnership between Luisa and Leonardo grew stronger. They became an example of how love and mutual respect can overcome any obstacle. Their story began to be shared in magazines and television programs, bringing even more visibility to the cause of acceptance and true love. As time went by, Luisa decided to take more care of her health, not because of external pressure, but because she wanted to feel even stronger and more capable of facing life's challenges. She started exercising and eating a more balanced diet. The process was slow and full of ups and downs, but Luisa persevered. Years later, Luisa had lost a significant amount of weight. Not only did she feel healthier, but she also radiated renewed confidence. Her physical transformation surprised everyone, but Leonardo continued to love her just the same, reinforcing that for him, what had always mattered was her heart. Luisa and Leonardo's story inspired people around the world. They continued to give talks and share their experiences. Luisa, now a respected public figure, used her voice to fight bullying and promote acceptance. Every message she received from someone who felt inspired by her journey was a personal victory. The initial criticism they faced turned into regret. Many of those who laughed and mocked Luisa and Leonardo now admired and respected them. Leonardo's father, who initially disapproved of the relationship, publicly apologized, acknowledging the strength and beauty of the true love his son had found. Luisa and Leonardo are still happy and in love. They have built a life based on love, respect, and mutual support. Their journey is a testament to the fact that true love does not discriminate and that acceptance is a powerful force. Leonardo's financial success and Luisa's influence are used to promote social causes and help those facing similar challenges. Ultimately, Luisa and Leonardo's story is a lesson in the power of love and acceptance. They prove that appearances are secondary and that a person's true value lies in their heart. Those who laughed and criticized in the beginning now repent and apologize, recognizing the beauty of a love that transcends any barrier. Luisa and Leonardo continue to write their story, a story of resilience, overcoming, and above all, unconditional love. They show the world that with love and support, anyone can face and overcome their challenges, and that true beauty lies within each of us. Luisa and Leonardo's lives were constantly evolving. As their financial empire grew, new opportunities and challenges arose every day. Luisa, now a respected businesswoman, dedicated herself to social projects that helped marginalized people and victims of bullying. Her goal was to give others the same opportunity for resilience and empowerment that she had found. Leonardo, on the other hand, focused on technological innovation. His work with online games continued to thrive, and he explored new areas such as artificial intelligence and augmented reality. Together, they formed an unbeatable team, balancing business expansion with philanthropy. However, with fame and success also came criticism and pressure. The media and the public were always watching their every move, waiting for any slip-up to become news. Luisa, who used to feel insecure about other people's opinions, now stood firm and confident, thanks to Leonardo's unwavering support. After a few years of marriage, Luisa and Leonardo decided it was time to expand their family. The desire to have children had always been there, but the decision came at the right time when they both felt ready for this new adventure. However, the journey to motherhood wasn't easy. Luisa struggled to get pregnant, and each negative test was a blow. The external and internal pressure increased, but Leonardo was always by her side, offering support and unconditional love. After several attempts and treatments, Luisa finally became pregnant. The news brought a wave of happiness and hope to the couple. Luisa's pregnancy was closely followed by the media, but the couple managed to maintain moments of privacy and intimacy. When Sofia was born, joy flooded Luisa and Leonardo's lives. Sofia was a healthy little girl, full of life, and soon became the center of attention and the family's greatest source of happiness. Luisa and Leonardo devoted themselves completely to Sofia, balancing their successful careers with raising their daughter. They wanted to give her a childhood full of love, security, and solid values. Sofia's arrival also brought a new purpose for Luisa. She wanted to ensure that her daughter grew up in a fairer and more welcoming world. With Sofia's arrival, Luisa and Leonardo had to learn to reconcile their roles as parents and entrepreneurs. There were moments of exhaustion and challenges, but also many moments of joy and growth. Luisa has become an inspirational role model for many women, showing that it is possible to successfully balance a career and motherhood. Leonardo, for his part, became even more involved in the social projects led by Luisa. He believed that together they could make a real difference in the world, offering support and opportunities to those in need. The couple's teamwork extended beyond business, positively influencing the lives of many. Not everything was a bed of roses in Luisa and Leonardo's life. Like any couple, they faced crises and difficulties. Pressure from work, media exposure, and personal challenges tested their relationship at various times. However, each crisis served to strengthen their bond. In one of these crises, rumors about Luisa's health began to circulate in the media. Vicious comments and speculation arose, but Leonardo stood firm by his wife's side, defending her and publicly demonstrating his love and respect. Together, they weathered the storm, stronger and more united than ever. Over the years, Luisa and Leonardo realized that their true legacy was not just in their financial success or fame, but in the lives they positively impacted. They founded a non-profit organization dedicated to fighting bullying and promoting acceptance and empowerment. Luisa, in particular, dedicated herself to giving talks in schools and communities, sharing her story and inspiring others to overcome their difficulties. The organization grew rapidly, becoming a beacon of hope for many. Luisa and Leonardo felt fulfilled when they saw the impact of their work. With each success story they heard, they remembered their own journey and how much they had overcome together. The years passed, and many of those who had criticized and laughed at Luisa and Leonardo at the beginning of their journey began to acknowledge their mistakes. Friends and family who had previously rejected them now sought redemption, apologizing and expressing regret for their past attitudes. Leonardo's father, who initially disapproved of the relationship, became one of the couple's biggest supporters. He publicly recognized the strength and beauty of the love between his son and Luisa, and their relationship grew even stronger. For Luisa and Leonardo, forgiving those who hurt them was an important step in moving forward. Luisa's transformation was not only physical but also emotional and spiritual. She became a symbol of resilience and inner beauty. Her journey inspired many to see beyond appearances and to value what really matters. Luisa was now one of the most admired women in the world, not just for her looks but for her courage and kindness. Leonardo, who had always loved her for who she was proud of his wife. He knew that Luisa's true beauty lay in her heart and in the way she touched the lives of those around her. The love between them continued to blossom, proving that true love is unconditional and eternal. Luisa and Leonardo continue to write their story day after day. They know that there is still much to be done and many challenges to face, but together they are prepared for anything. The love they share is the basis of their strength, and with each new challenge they find an opportunity to grow and become even stronger. Luisa and Leonardo's legacy is proof that true love can overcome any obstacle. They showed the world that true beauty comes from within, and that acceptance and respect are fundamental to a full and happy life. Their story is a constant reminder that, with love and support, we can all win our battles and achieve true happiness. If you're listening this far, it's because you liked the story, so please consider subscribing to the channel and commenting your name below. Thank you very much. Back to the story. Luisa and Leonardo's life continued to evolve, bringing new challenges and adventures. As Sofia grew up, she became a curious and intelligent child. Reflecting the best attributes of her parents, Luisa and Leonardo dedicated themselves to providing her with a quality education, surrounding her with love and strong values. Meanwhile, Leonardo's business empire continued to grow. He expanded his business into the virtual reality and artificial intelligence sector, bringing innovations that transformed the industry. Luisa, always by his side, used her influence to promote social projects, ensuring that financial success was accompanied by a positive impact on society. At one of the international conferences on technological innovation, Leonardo was invited to be the keynote speaker. He decided to take Luisa and Sofia with him, taking the opportunity to show his daughter a bit about the world of business and technological innovation. The trip was a mix of work and leisure, allowing the family to explore new cultures and places. During the conference, Luisa was approached by a young businesswoman who recognized her from her motivational talks. The young woman, called Clara, told Luisa how her story had inspired her to overcome the bullying she had suffered as a teenager and start her own business. Luisa was moved by Clara's story and decided to help her grow even more. Luisa and Clara began collaborating on social projects aimed at empowering young women and fighting bullying. They organized events and workshops that attracted thousands of participants, giving many young people the tools and inspiration they needed to overcome their difficulties. The partnership with Clara brought new energy into Luisa's life. She felt fulfilled when she saw the positive impact she was having on the lives of so many people. Leonardo, always supportive, was proud of his wife's work and made a point of promoting her initiatives. Meanwhile, Sofia excelled at school. Intelligent and curious, she showed a natural talent for science and technology. Leonardo, noticing his daughter's interest, began to involve her in his projects, teaching her about programming and innovation. Sofia loved spending time with her father, learning and exploring new ideas. In a moment of inspiration, Luisa and Leonardo decided to create a foundation in Sofia's name, dedicated to promoting education in science and technology for children and young people. The foundation offered scholarships, mentoring programs, and access to technological resources for talented students from low-income families. The Sofia Foundation quickly gained recognition and support from a number of influential organizations and personalities. Luisa and Leonardo's tireless work has brought opportunities to thousands of young people, enabling them to pursue careers in technology and make their dreams come true. Luisa and Leonardo's life was busy and full of accomplishments, but they always found time for their family. Simple moments, such as family dinners, walks in the park, and movie nights, were sacred to them. These moments reinforced the love and connection they shared, reminding them of what really mattered in life. On a vacation to an island paradise, Leonardo surprised Luisa with a renewal of vows. In an intimate ceremony on the beach, surrounded by their closest friends and family, they reaffirmed their love and commitment to each other. It was an emotional and meaningful moment, which strengthened their union even more. Luisa and Leonardo continued to inspire and impact lives around the world. Their story was a testament to the power of love, resilience, and acceptance. They showed that, regardless of adversity, it is possible to build a full and happy life when you have love and mutual support. Over the years, they faced new challenges, but always together as a team. Every obstacle was an opportunity to grow and learn, and every victory a celebration of the love they shared. Luisa and Leonardo were a living example that true success is not measured only by financial success, but by the positive impact one leaves on the world. Luisa and Leonardo's story continues to be written, day after day. They know that there is still much to be done and many dreams to be realized, but together, they are prepared for anything. The love they share is the basis of their strength, and with each new challenge they find an opportunity to grow and become even stronger. Luisa and Leonardo's legacy is proof that true love can overcome any obstacle. They showed the world that true beauty comes from within, and that acceptance and respect are fundamental to a full and happy life. Their story is a constant reminder that, with love and support, we can all win our battles and achieve true happiness. With the growth of the Sophia Foundation and the expansion of Leonardo's business, the family's life has become even more dynamic. In addition to her activities at the foundation, Luisa began to be invited to speak at international conferences where she shared her story of overcoming and resilience. During one of these conferences in Paris, Luisa met Isabel, a renowned psychologist who worked with victims of bullying. Isabel was deeply touched by Luisa's story and proposed a collaboration between the foundation and her institute. Together, they developed a psychological support program for young victims of bullying, offering therapy and emotional support. The partnership with Isabel brought a new horizon for the Sophia Foundation. The psychological support program has been implemented in several schools around the world, giving many young people the help they need to overcome the traumas of bullying. Luisa felt fulfilled to see the positive impact of her work and the transformation in the lives of so many people. Meanwhile, Leonardo continued to innovate in the world of technology. He launched a new educational games platform that quickly became a worldwide success. The platform, developed in partnership with educators and psychologists, offered a combination of learning and fun, helping children to develop cognitive and emotional skills. Sophia, now a teenager, followed in her parents' footsteps. She excelled at school and actively participated in the foundation's activities. With a brilliant mind and a generous heart, Sophia became a young leader, inspiring her classmates and contributing to the family's social projects. At a special event organized by the foundation, Luisa and Leonardo were honored for their work and impact on society. Friends, family, and partners from all over the world gathered to celebrate their achievements and express gratitude for the legacy they were building. It was an emotional evening, marked by inspiring speeches and moments of reflection. During the event, Clara, the young entrepreneur Luisa had met years before, gave a moving speech. She told how Luisa's story had changed her life and inspired her to pursue her dreams. Clara was now a successful businesswoman and community leader, and attributed much of her success to the support and inspiration she had received from Luisa. Luisa and Leonardo were deeply touched by Clara's words. They knew that true success lay not only in material achievements, but in the positive impact they left on people's lives. Clara's story was a testimony to the power of love, acceptance, and mutual support. In the years that followed, Luisa and Leonardo continued to expand their projects and inspire people around the world. They traveled to different countries, getting to know new cultures and taking their message of love and resilience to every corner of the world. With each new challenge, they found an opportunity to grow and learn. With each victory, they celebrated together, reinforcing the love and connection they shared. Luisa and Leonardo's story was living proof that, with love and support, it is possible to overcome any obstacle and build a full and happy life. They showed the world that true beauty comes from within, and that acceptance and respect are fundamental to a full and happy life. Their story is a constant reminder that, with love and support, we can all win our battles and achieve true happiness. Luisa and Leonardo continue to write their story day after day. They know that there is still much to be done and many dreams to be realized, but together they are prepared for anything. The love they share is the basis of their strength, and with each new challenge, they find an opportunity to grow and become even stronger. Luisa and Leonardo's legacy is proof that true love can overcome any obstacle. They showed the world that true beauty comes from within, and that acceptance and respect are fundamental to a full and happy life. Their story is a constant reminder that, with love and support, we can all win our battles and achieve true happiness. As time went by, Luisa and Leonardo's family continued to expand their horizons. As she matured, Sophia began to develop her own projects within the foundation, bringing new ideas and technologies to support young people around the world. She was a reflection of her parents' values Combining innovation with a deep sense of social responsibility, Luisa and Leonardo, now with more free time, decided to venture into new projects. Luisa wrote an autobiographical book, sharing her journey of overcoming and resilience. The book quickly became a bestseller, touching the hearts of millions of readers around the world. His story inspired people of all ages to face their fears and embrace their true identities. Leonardo, for his part, began investing in startups led by young entrepreneurs. He wanted to give opportunities to bright new minds by helping them turn their ideas into reality. His mentoring was highly valued, and many of the young people he supported achieved great success. On a trip to Africa, Luisa and Leonardo visited schools and communities where the Sophia Foundation was active. They witnessed firsthand the positive impact of their work and were moved by the stories of overcoming and success of the children they were helping. This experience further strengthened their commitment to the cause. During this trip, they met Fatou, a young girl from a remote village who had overcome countless adversities to become one of the best students in her school. Inspired by Luisa's story, Fatou dreamed of studying medicine and returning to her community as a doctor. Luisa and Leonardo decided to support Fatou by offering her a full scholarship and helping her realize her dream. Years later, Fatou graduated in medicine and returned to her village as a doctor who was respected and liked by everyone. Her story became a symbol of hope and resilience, inspiring many other young people to pursue their dreams. As they grew older, Luisa and Leonardo looked back with gratitude and pride. They had built a life full of love, achievements, and positive impact. Their individual and shared journeys had touched and transformed countless lives, leaving a lasting legacy of resilience and acceptance. In the last years of their lives, Luisa and Leonardo decided to devote themselves even more to their family. They spent more time with Sophia and their grandchildren, sharing wisdom and love. Every day was a celebration of life, love, and the achievements they had made together. When they finally left, the world remembered them as true heroes. Their stories continued to inspire generations, and the Sophia Foundation thrived, carrying on their legacy of love and resilience. Luisa and Leonardo proved that true love can overcome any obstacle, and that true beauty lies in the heart. Luisa and Leonardo's story is an eternal reminder that with love and support, we can all win our battles and achieve true happiness. They showed the world that true beauty comes from within, and that acceptance and respect are fundamental to a full and happy life. And so their legacy lives on, inspiring and transforming lives around the world.